Whoa, hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Well, so many awesome people in the chat. Welcome back. It is Friday, and I'm here. I'm back on the YouTubes. Good to see so many people in the chat. Lots of new faces. Achilles, Coder, Aiden, Helder, Fahim in the house, Underground, Neuro, Overpass. Who else is in here? Kids Tube, Smob. Back from the Twitch. I love it. Yvonne, good to see you. I'm going to see if this chat is... Oh, it is filling in. Perfect. Okay, I don't have to do that. Awesome. I was kind of like curious. Oh, the emotes don't come up in this chat. I'll leave this one on there so the emotes come up, which is great. Yeah, brand new member badges and icons and emotes. I should center myself. I edited a video last night, and I'm like, I'm not center at all. I'm just like I'm over here the entire time, and it's fine because I did pop-ups over here, but it was super annoying. Broken. Nawid is here. Awesome. Dallas, Mike, Andy in the house. Rajit. Mamudal. Good to see you. Wow. Yeah, I've been moving my camera around. I moved the space around a lot. Obviously, things have changed a lot in the new year and new things as well, which is great. And then I was editing this video last night that I recorded like a week ago on monetization for apps, and I'm just like, wow, I'm just standing here doing nothing. So good questions in the chat. So KidSoup asks, is .NET MAUI coming out later this year? Yeah, it's GA is planned for Q2 2022, which is this year. Q2, we're in Q1, so look out for that. There's the things that happen in Q2, so be aware of that. I don't know the exact date or timeline or things like that, which is cool. But Preview 13 just dropped. I'm going to do a video next week for it. Pretty short, to the point, I think. Big template changes, which are cool. I'll kind of go over them today, but which is great. Coffee, so good. We imported some coffee. We got it from Utah. Elephant Coffee, I think it's the name of their company. Pink Elephant Coffee, something, I don't know. They're out of Park City, so we got some of that sent in. Yeah, and I think the nice thing is that a lot of that content that I have for Xamarin.forms will apply directly to .NET MAUI. So my plan is once release candidate, I think, drops, that's kind of what I want to do. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to do that intro beginner video. We'll see. Yeah, Preview 13, it's all happening. I'm looking forward to merging and migrating some of my apps over. Just make sure all my plugins are working, things like that. Yeah, just kind of see what the plans are first. So I'm Rapal. Good to see you as well. Awesome. Yeah, so today's going to be something a little bit different. I got about 80 minutes to try to, 90 minutes or so, to try to clone some app UI that actually Nawid was doing for Wordle. Now, I'm not a Word person. I hate grammar in general, mostly. Words are not my best friend. So I am going to, try to clone some Wordle UI. I never played the web game or whatever the mobile game is, but I have been playing Nawid's on my iPhone. He got me into the test flight, so I played one round, and I said, yeah, this is definitely not for me as far as the game, but because it's like just blank slate, but it looks beautiful and it's really cool. Carl Codes, presume LTS for Xamarin will remain for a while after MAUI launch. Yeah, I think that it was announced, it was like a year or two. I'm not exactly sure the exact timelines for the LTS support. For your iOS and Android apps, they can, like, if they're not Xamarin.forms, they can migrate to .NET 6 pretty easily. And then Xamarin.forms can convert over to .NET MAUI as well. And there's going to be a command line tool, Ranjit. I'm not sure, like, it's going to base on your application. Every application is different. So if you have like tons of libraries and crazy architecture and stuff, maybe a little bit tricky, but hopefully not too bad. All the controls are pretty much backwards compatible there. So that should be totally good to go. We got a bunch of people on the stream. Hello, everybody. I'm James Montemagno, and I write code live on occasion on Fridays on my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Over there, down there somewhere. You hit that like button too, and that puts this live stream in the YouTube algorithm of goodness. I also have tons of videos. I have been putting out 1 to 2 videos every single week for last year. That's a treasure trove of video content on C#, on .NET, on .NET MAUI, on xamarin.forms, all the things right here in the channel. You can subscribe. That's free. You can do that. You can do that. Do it down there, over there. It's down there. Join button is the member button. You can get cool emotes like this. Me drinking coffee. Nice. Those are going to be updated a little bit too. Do I also deploy on Fridays? I deploy on Sundays. That way I can wake up to disaster. Oh, that's interesting too. This little thing. Boop. That's actually my chat. Let's see if there's any other questions before we get started. I have a troubled app deployment by Google using Visual Studio. Lost the keystore. Yeah, you can't lose the keystore. Please do a video if possible. It's not a Xamarin 101. Yeah, you basically can't lose your keystore. If you lose that, that's really, really, really bad. You pretty much can't sign your application anymore, to be honest with you. And then Google will sign all the applications now, but they still need to be signed. So they re-sign it. So it might be okay now. I'm not really sure. Alika, thank you for the subscription. Will be a logic in-app or just UI? Great question. A little bit of both, Tarlin, is what we're going to work on today, because we're going to have to enter letters and characters and things like that. So many questions. Is MAUI capable of WPF? Capable as WF considering overlay with interaction elements, polygons, points, and stuff. Yeah, there's a whole drawing API built in. It's very similar to the WPF one. If you go to the documentation, let's see if I can find it. .NET/MAUI. User interface, graphics. Yeah, I think pretty much what you'd want is like this. Boop. There we go. This will get you like drawing on canvases, modes, stuff, and transforms. There's a lot more coming in the and there's brushes and gradients and stuff like that. So, will the video be available, Mario, after the live stream? Absolutely. All live streams are available right after, immediately, with this exact same URL. So you can just bookmark it. Mike, new member badges. Welcome back. Thank you for being a member as well. Let's see. Now we'd meet too, but since the original game came out, it's become an internet sensation. Yes, yeah, people do like words. My wife is a big word person. Will photo rotation be sorted out in Xamarin Essentials for .NET MAUI? I don't know. Probably not. That stuff, I don't know. That's just maybe if someone can figure it out. Can you please make a tutorial on Firestore? You should go look at my good friend, my other friends over on YouTube that do videos on that type of stuff, like Gerald. Oh my gosh, autoplay videos. I'm typing in Gerald Xamarin. There we go. That probably makes sense.
Hello there, stranger.
I am a stranger, Gerald. There you go. Check out Gerald's videos. We create very similar content sometimes. But yeah, he has a whole bunch of stuff that he's on the .NET MAUI team, and he talks about some of the stuff that he's doing in his spare time too. So things like Firebase stuff. I never use any of the Firebase stuff, so I don't really want to learn it and do it. My personal opinion. Farside, thanks for all your videos. I can't seem to find find a date on Visual Studio for Mac. Any updates? Yeah, they just released a dev blog / Visual Studio. I've been using VS 2022 for all my Xamarin development currently, and it's the .NET MAUI support is still not there yet. So it's a lot of command line-y stuff right now, but there's definitely some stuff. So take a look at Preview 6 came out. Again, they're ensuring the iOS and Android and Xamarin stuff is there, and then they're adding the .NET MAUI stuff on top of it too. And there's a whole thing about .NET MAUI in there, so go check that out. James, I'm confused around JIT. I know Blazor and learning Xamarin now. So if MAUI supports Blazor, should I learn Xamarin or Blazor would be sufficient for building iOS, Android, and all? Huh. Well, think of .NET MAUI as the evolution of Xamarin and Xamarin.forms. So if you're learning Xamarin.forms and stuff now, you're totally good to go. Blazor's web stuff, right? And you can bring your Blazor web UI over into your mobile apps with .NET MAUI. So good to learn both .NET MAUI and Blazor. But until .NET MAUI is out in GA, you can dive through all the Xamarin stuff, which is totally true. Q&A with James. I'm also, for the members of the channel, I haven't really been doing a lot. Obviously, I don't really want to do like videos that are like unlisted and member only. That just feels like gross. So I'm gonna do like an unlisted live stream maybe next week sometime, 30 minutes. Ask me anything. I'm gonna put out a survey of like what time people would want to do that at. Then I might do some behind the scenes video stuff that's just unlisted and I just post it into the community action there. Would I recommend to use Blazor for .NET MAUI? Yeah, if you're a web developer, you can use .NET MAUI or Blazor and put it into your .NET MAUI application. Totally. Check out the podcast app. .NET Podcasts. There's there's inside the source folder, there is a mobile Blazor app that you can take a look at, which is cool. You can just load that up. It's a whole Blazor app inside of there. So, of course, you know, it's web stuff, but you are not sandbox. And I've done tons of talks on that. So yeah, it depends if you want to use like native UI or web UI. So they're there. Is there any way to remove the top nav bar in Windows? It seems to be embedded. I think so. I don't know. Well, the bar with like the exit button, I think it's like required. But I don't know. I'd look into that. Is there any good examples of working with a list view? Probably the Xamarin.forms docs, I would say. I don't know. I don't ever use that. Just use recycle element. That's what I say. I think probably Mohamedul that try it again. I'm not sure. I'll just leave a question for the MAUI control stuff. I know when all the bits were rolling out, there was some awkwardness there. So definitely try that. VS22 for Mac preview allowed us to work and debug MAUI as long as you remove the multi-target. That's correct. And it worked well for Mac Catalyst. It didn't play nice. Yeah. It's all a work in progress still because that's a preview and they're rebuilding it sort of from the ground up. Salik asks, do members only get early access to videos? I haven't done any early access to videos yet. I've been thinking about it. Just there's not a way on YouTube to actually say, hey, like send this video only to the members. Like I can make it unlisted, but then as soon as I schedule it, then as soon as I schedule it, and then it becomes private again. So it's a little bit tricky. I need to double check on that. But you do get cool badges, like Aiden has one right there. And he's a mod. Whoa. Hey, Luce, good to see you. So many questions. Oh my gosh. I never thought about doing a video about trying to copy a mobile design as a challenge. Well, it's what I'm doing today, Brandon. I'm going to try to copy Wordle. Whoa, cool. Why is it required? I don't want... What's Giovanni asking? I don't want it as it takes away... I don't know. It's just a Windows WinUI application. I'm not sure. It's a great question. Well, you know, maybe it's not required. There is this... Oh, you know what? Giovanni, there's not. There's a thing. There's a thing in the MAUI app. Hold on. Hold the phone, dude. Oh man, it was in the blog. It was in the blog. So check this out. A lot of people are asking about the thing. I think they rewrote all the infrastructure there. And I think it's now a property in general. And David outlined it here. He sneakily snuck it in here. Go down into platform lifecycle events. Here you go. Check this out. This one, app.extends content into title bar. True or false? And I think you want to set it to true, that it does extend into the title bar. I think I haven't played around with it though, to be honest with you. You can't remove it. I think that does remove it. At least when I was on it using shell. Else, ask a question on GitHub. I'm not sure. Brent asks, can I use .NET 6 with XamarinForms 5? Nope. Nope. It's not being migrated over because .NET MAUI is going to be the evolution that runs on .NET 6. So there's that. So, but your Xamarin.forms apps will still be supported for a while. And it's like, you know, there'll just be bug fixes if things break. Do you see any potential in Lottie to be used as a gaming platform? Not for Lottie, no. Just like Unity and Coco Sharp and Godot, things like that. Lottie is just an animation framework. No, I don't think so. I could be wrong. What do I know? I don't know anything. Yes, but then it's really large. Giovanni, open that issue on GitHub. Give me your feedback. I know that Shane is working on that stuff actively, so definitely check that out. I want a traditional one, not a WinUI one. I don't know, man, it's a WinUI app. But if the WinUI toolkit does it. Hello, Christina in the house. Wow, 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 wow. Christina's on my awesome design team that, my design team, I got on a design team, is the design head besides for all of my designs, basically. Now the new emotes. I did get some new emotes, Christina. I got them made on Fiverr. I know what you're thinking, but look how cute they are. They're there. So, Christina also live streams on the Nintendo Dispatch Twitch and also records there too. Hope you're well. I do have a design team, I guess true. Let's see, they've done all my branding, they've done my web design, they've done my all this stuff. They did the stream overlays, they do all my thumbnails, I do a bunch of my emotes, they've done my artwork, they've done my swag. Yeah, I guess I do have a design team. I guess I do, Christina. I guess I do. I guess I do have to file that paperwork because it's almost tax season. Actually, it is tax season. I gotta get that paperwork together. Is the Xamarin MAUI team hiring? Probably. Careers.microsoft.com. Boom. All right, let's do some stuff. Boop. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do today is, let me try to get my phone out here. Let me try to get my phone out over here. Okay, so let's do this here. So if we look at, this is the app. It's not Wordle, but this is the app that Naweed made. It's got this cool animation here that should be relatively easy to do. I think he's drawing circles and fading them in over and over again in a loop. That's my assumption. But we're gonna try to work on this. Ooh, fancy. Let's look at that again. Ooh, fancy. Now, I'm not exactly sure how he made this app at all. And I don't know really how to play it. So if I was to type in like 3, hit enter. Well, there's a T and it's in the right place. So that's good. It's green. Ooh, that's a nice feature. Look at that. That actually shows me there's a T. Now, maybe there's multiple T's though. So I don't actually know. And then you would do like, I'm bad at words. Taste. Nope. Oops. Taste. Now I know there's not an E in there, but there is an A and it's in the wrong place. I'm just so bad at word games. I just sit here and I stare at it. But see, there's animations here. Nice little cute animations. Tacos. No, probably not. It is a T there. Toast. Ooh, that could be toast. Oh, almost toast. So we know it's T-O. And there's an A somewhere. Topple. Oh, that's not a word. Always start with audio. It will help sort out all the vowels. Oh, I always have audio turned off. I don't even know what it sounds like. T-O-T-O-P-P-L-E. T-O, toe, tor, 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 tor. I don't think it's a word. Topaz. Okay, let's try topaz. Topaz. Oh, we're getting closer. Not topaz. Okay. Torah, total. Okay, let's try No, it's not total because see, there's a T right here, and then that would not be it. I like Torah. No, there's not an H in there. There's not an H. See, the H is here. It's gray. It doesn't mean there's one. Today. Ooh. Oh, no, not today. Not today. I got last hope and prayer here. To tonal. Tonal? It's not today. Not today. Tonal. I think that's a brand. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Tonal. Oh my gosh. Got it. Amazing. I refuse to use hints. Nah, weed. Absolutely not. I refuse. Amazing. Wow, I have 79 people on the stream. Holy cram. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. We're going to try to clone this puppy right here. And this isn't even Wordle. This is a clone of Wordle. We're going to clone a clone of Wordle. Aiden, plus 5 points for you, good sir. We are going to try to do this here. So that's cool. Now it's a new one. Now there's a few things that are happening here. So good to cheat or use Google or use Aiden, apparently. What is that app? Naweed in the chat built this Wordle clone. Hey, Steve, good to see you. Got some new emotes on there and some new members badge. We did it, people. Boop, 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 boop. So cute. Christina, I don't know if Christina's here, but I sent the Fiverr guy all the original art assets, and then they remixed it into these new ones, which is cool. I know Brandon is just yelling at audio. Start with dream this time. Okay, so there's a few things here. So what the logic is doing is there's a row. There's a bunch of rows. So there's 6 rows, and there are 5 columns. Now, you know, he went with a nice. You know, there's hints there. To me, this looks like a light theme, dark theme thing. So I don't know about that. So then he made these little grids with the keyboard as well. Dream. Well, that's good because it's got 2 letters in there. And then but here's the thing. So there's a few things that are happening. One is it fades these things in one by one, and then it obviously does cool little animations revealing it. So that's what we're going to try to clone today and get that in there. So it's not dream. Fling champ wordy. That's the only thing I can think about Wordle is like, I don't know how much fun you can have with all of this. What was this? This is made with Xamarin. This is made with Xamarin.forms, I think. Now we in as a chat. I don't know if he's looking for more testers, but now we could put it out there. Should do purchases too. I made a whole thing on it. It was all made with .NET already, so I'm literally cloning a clone of a game, which is crazy. He's got this little thing over here. It's like, whoop. I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this slide menu. I'm not gonna lie about it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Feels very anti everything, but that's okay. I'm cloning a Xamarin app. Yeah, I'm cloning the UI. I don't know. I don't think Weeds is open source. I haven't seen it, so there's there. Yeah, just RG Papos. That's what he said. He says purely Xamarin forms, which is cool. I don't even know what a dodge. Okay, let's do dodge. Well, there's an E in. Oh, there is an E in there. Okay, let's see dodge. Heyo. Door. Do. I just hate words, really. I wouldn't even have thought of dodge. You can dodge a ball. no, there's no A. Double, no, that's too long. Docker. Oh, did he make a Wordle clone? Wow, that's cool. Dotes? What's a dotes? Dots. Dotes. I don't think that's what it is. Is dotes a word? No. Oh my gosh. Now we know it's D-O. Doles? Dope. Dope. Dopes. Dopes. No, there's no S in there. Dope. Door. Dopey. I don't think it's going to be dopey. Maybe. No, there's a Y in there, so it's going to be D-O-Y-E. Doyer? Dozen? We know Y is there, so that's good. Doy? Dotes like totes. Doyen? What's doyen? That's not even a word. Wordle. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna try to do this thing, and I think we'll see if MAUI is, you know, if he's like, no, you did it wrong, or not. Okay, so I'm gonna start a new app. I'm gonna call this my words. I'm gonna call it 5 letters. That sounds about right. You're a doyen in your field. Look up the definition, please. Define doyen. A man who is the eldest or senior member of a group. Doyen. A dean, a dean, a senior member of a group. It does tell you the meaning. It helps you with vocabulary. Oh, there you go. Now we see, as I did not pay any attention. I'm going to call this 5 letters. I feel like that's a good name for it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, that's smart. Well, I've gone too far. I guess I can't go back and see the other levels, but interesting. Okay, there we go. String localizer. Oh, take a look at the podcast app that I linked to earlier. See what that does for you. Okay. Okay, so things are, I just installed everything last night. Okay, things are restoring. That's good. Let's think about our data first. I'm going to add a new folder. I'm going to say model. And then I'm going to say new item. And I'm going to say word row. Okay. Now this word row is going to have, ooh, you know what I want to try? Ooh. I want to try this out. I want to try the dot. This one. This one. Yes. I think that's what I want. Yes. Oh, they changed the namespace. Interesting. Okay. Weird. Okay. I think that's what I want. Then I think I want it to be like, I think you're going to need to have some strings. You're going to have a word letter 1. Okay. And then you're going to do 4 of these. then come on, Teleco. Let's see if it. Oh, close, close. Not quite an int. So I think you're gonna want all the letters there because you're gonna want to like verify what it is, right? And then what you're gonna want to do is say like public color. I'm gonna say ooh, nope, nope. You don't want a word row. You want a okay. Nope. You're gonna want a. You're gonna have a word row, and then you're gonna have a public class called a letter. Okay, and then this is gonna have a. Wouldn't it be 5 letters? Yes. I'm gonna say input. That's terrible. And then a public color of color here. And then I'll say public. Ooh. You could do converters on it, but I'm like wondering if I can just do this. And then how do I, and then I think I would want this to be like a color. Like that's the color. The color is the thing. We don't use char for only one letter. Oh, probably. It doesn't matter. I don't know. It is only going to be one. That is correct. That is correct. And then probably a word row is going to be a. I think this would be like a public observable. Oh man. Because you're gonna have a list, you're gonna have a list of rows, and you're gonna have a list of we can make it a char. Whatever you guys want. We'll make it a char. Who cares? Charring it up. Charring it up all day. That's what you want. You got it. You can use a char. I guess I'm just lazy. But yeah, I guess. So I guess you'd want a... I think you just do a list of letter. You'll say letters. Okay. But I'm not even sure. Yeah. I think that's probably fine. Wouldn't the word row be an array of 5? I don't know. I like lists better. I guess. So this is going to be the thing that the user inputs that is bound to it. That's the color. And I think what you would do is you would do like public char correct input. Not sure yet. I'm not sure. You know, technically, Naweed did all this, so he actually knows what to do. But I don't know. So I'm thinking that there's a word row, and each letter knows it. Then you can change the game and use X letters. Well, there's going to be rows of it. No. Oh, you know what? There needs to be a way of letting it know what is it correct? Is it yellow? Is it not in the right place? I'm trying to think if I should Ugh, I don't want to do a 2D array. I'm thinking like simplified. 2D arrays, I'm just not a fan of. I could. Oh, each char has an index. Yeah, it could have an array as well. Yeah. An enum state. It could have an enum state. No, I don't want a quick start now, weed. I refuse. I refuse. A list can be a fixed size too. It'd be real fast. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. We'll make it an array, I guess. I don't know. Because I like to deal with lists and not arrays. In general. So, but all you would do is like you'd have the letters that you would pick. And then you'd want to do is like there's a word row, and the word row would know Carl says, save the correct word to an array char and then index of. I'm thinking of the data binding that I have, right? Because I'm going to data bind a row, and then we're going to update this input thing. Check that out. Does that work? Is that how you do it? Because this is the thing that the user is going to change. What's it mad about? Says the observable property is not valid on this declaration type. It's only... Oh. Oh. What? Whoa, that's cool. Wow. Missing partial modifier on type. Did I do it right? Oh, private. Ooh. I'm trying to figure this out. It's a new library, so it's in a private char. Is because the class doesn't extend observable object. Oh, it should be. Oh, thank you. That makes sense. Okay, so okay, so I'm trying this out for the first time. So public. Because I'm trying to data bind, I want to data bind the color of it to a specific color. And I could do that at some point. I think maybe maybe I'll do like a method that's like maybe I'll do a method that's like a public void validate. And then that takes in a char array of correct answer, right? And then this thing loops through stuff. Ah, Farside, I'm so glad you asked. So I'm trying out this new thing. Let me show you what this does. This is the .NET Community Toolkit. I'm going to do an on .NET show. Let me show you this. This generates the code for us. If I go into my... Let's see if I can find it. I don't know exactly how it works. Magic. Should be in here, I think. Assembly info. I'm not sure exactly where it's at. Or is it behind it? No. It's not access. Bin? Obj? Where would it be at? Design time? No. Assets? I don't know where they did it. Let me see. Res, stamp, 5 letters. There's the global usings. It is source generated. Oh yeah. Does it mean that it's inside of the... Does it mean it's inside of the things here? Yes. There it is. So this is what it generated behind the scenes for us. Automagically. So it did all the stuff for us. Changing this, that. It generated all this code for us. Whoa. So it generates this partial class of letter automatically. Which is cool. Source generation. Yeah. Just rad. So, trying that out. That's what I'm about. It's new hotness. F12 on... Ooh, F12 on the letter class. Oh, did it find it? No, it didn't find it. I don't know. Yeah, it definitely didn't find it when I F12. Oh, did it? No. Oh, it did. Ooh, dang, you know how to use Visual Studio. Thank you. That makes way more sense on how to do it. F12. Boom. Generated code. All right. So let's see. So I'm thinking that this will like validate stuff and like go to town. Here's the correct answer. When they hit enter, it calls validate on the row and goes to town there. So I think what we would have is a simple view model. Okay. And this would have a... Yeah, let me see if I can find the... If you go to... They're going to put it on the .NET blog eventually, but Sergio did this. Check this out. It's glorious. You can do all sorts of stuff like MVVM generation, like iCommand, done. You just do it. It just does it for you. And then all the properties, and you can do stuff like also notify that this thing changed, also notify that that thing changed. It's glorious. You can just say this thing is an iNotify property change thing. I don't want to take a survey. Check that out. Amazing. Okay, so we want to do game view model here. Do a public partial class. And we're going to do observable object as well. Okay. Cool. All right, so what we should have here is we should have a public list. I guess it could be an array, but that's also fine. There should be a word row array, because everybody here loves arrays for some reason. This would be rows. Oh man, I'm really gonna, it's gonna take me like a while to. It's gonna take me a while to like remember how to do that stuff and see if it does it. That should do it. It doesn't really need to be observable, to be honest with you, but I guess this would be private anyways, so. It's a little quirky. Okay, so then we should have a public void enter, and then this would be our I command. Is that what it is? That's true. I know. I know. It's everything's so fast. Does it even matter? The compiler probably turns it into an array anyways. Yeah, it does code generation of the fields. Yep. So if I F12 on this, go here, look, it actually like generated an iRelay command. It did everything, source generation for me automatically. Whoa. The other thing I want to do is I want to do public void enter letter. And then this one would be taking a char of letter in here. And I think this would be a I command as well. I think that's what we want. Yeah. And we should know our current index. So that can just be our own int row index. Private int column index. Okay. And those things are just set to 0, so it's like there basically. And we would do row index equals 0, column index equals 0. So I would say, ooh, that thing should maybe enter. We'll say var valid equals true, and we'll say if, or no, that would yeah. This is like end of game. So if valid, then we're gonna move to the next one here, and we would say if it's valid, if row index equals 5, we would do end of end of game. Else we would do row index ++ and column equals 0. So we would reset it. So this is like when we hit enter there, we'll be good to go. That'd be good. It is actually easy to use. Yeah, check it out. It's amazing. I can't wait to talk about it. I need to do a video on it with them ASAP. It's so good. So freaking good. Yeah, and it's like all like super good generated code and things like that. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So here we would want to do, Nicola, thank you for the subscription. So they enter the letter. You would say if column index is less than 6. I would say if column index equals row index. Oh wait, 0 to, man, indexes are hard. Yeah, because that'd be the last one, 0 to 6. 0 to, oh no, row index will be 0 to 5, and column index will be 0 to 4, because there's only 5 letters in all of them. Yes. How does the, what, hey, Vincent. Hi, Vincent. You know what it does? It does heart emojis for MVVM awesomeness. Okay, I need to do a video on this, obviously. So this is part of the .NET Community Toolkit. Check that out, boom. What observable property does and iCommand does is it's a source generator that will automatically, oops, oh gosh, automatically generate code for you. So if I go to the game view model and hit this, there's a partial class here. Look at this. And it's generated all of the stuff for me automatically. So this is the commands. And then there's actually, ooh, there's other stuff in here too. So there's another one, which is the properties. So the partial class is the properties here. Pretty rad, huh? Pretty rad. I'll do a video on it. It's basically amazing. Okay, so if they hit enter and, oh, I would say if column index does not equal 4, does not equal 4, 5, we'll increase it to 1, 5. Oh, if it equals, does not equal 5, then return. Okay. Can you use async methods? I don't know. Let's try. But let's do this. If this equals 5, then you return. So like they can't enter a thing there. Else, we'll do letters here. All right. I don't know. Let's see. Let's do a public async task of stuff. And let's see. Yep. It's an async relay command. Boom. Yes, you can do it. My MVVM helpers are no longer needed is what pretty much I'm saying here. So yes, you can totally do that. Amazing. So yeah, there you go. Boom. Yep. So a good example, kind of like going back to like what is actually happening here, right? So if I was to do this dot, notice that there is a rows here, right? See it? Actually, I don't know if that zoom works well or not, but you can see it there, right? So it's rows, basically. And it generated that for us automatically because of that, which is cool. So, for example, if I go into here and I say XMLNS model equals view model, and I do X data type like that. The thing that I want to do is delete all this. And then I'm pretty sure I want to do a grid. Big fan of grids. And then I want to do row definitions of star and auto, I guess. I don't know. And this would be a, you know, keyboard basically of some sort. Don't answer, make a video. I will make a video about it. Don't worry. This will be the game field. Now, I think what I want to do is I'm pretty sure I want to do like a vertical stack layout, but then I want to do a vertical stack layout. I don't know if that actually can do it. Let's look. I wrote a blog about this. Because this also is... Oh, I wrote this. Oh, bindable. Okay. Bindable layout. Yeah, so I think I'd want to do, okay, so it's vertical. And then you'd want to do a, I don't know if this is right. Item, so item, data. to rows. And then I think I want to do like a... I'm pretty sure I want to do a inside of here, I have to do a data template. And then I would do a horizontal stack layout where my bindable layout dot item source is a binding to, this would be to my models. Let's do that. Oh, interesting. I was using glide under the, oh, interesting. Okay, so model. Nope. Oh, models. Model colon. Nope. Letter. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. There's rows. And then inside of here, it's not a letter. Word row. Yes. And then this would be on the letters. And this one is, yeah, Carl, there's like a 5 to 10 second delay on YouTube in the stream. I have it set to normal, like low latency, not ultra low latency. So it's like higher quality, but I can always mess around with that like in a future stream as well. So then I think here what I want to do is I want to do a, this would be my thing. This would be my data template. Oops. This would be my bindable layout dot item template. And then here, this would be a so really arrowy. But here I would finally have like a frame. And then in this data template, this would be my model letter, if that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking here. So if I go into my game view model, let's say we initialize this, for example. So let's just do a public game view model. No Mercy asks, what do you think the future is of MVU or MVVM? It kind of depends. I mean, if you like MVVM, you like the XAML dialect. I think MVVM as a pattern makes a lot of sense for XAML. Obviously, not as much MVU, but you can look at like github.com/.net/comment. And that's sort of like an MVU style for .NET MAUI with hot reload and all that stuff in there. So there's that. Yeah. How would the user hit enter on a mobile phone? Yeah, great question. So if we bring up the app again, let's do that. So let me show you what this looks like on the phone, so you can kind of like get an idea of what we're trying to do here. But like here, this is not a keyboard. These are buttons on the page. You know what I mean? So that's what those are. So that's what we'd be trying to do. That's the jam. So we would have those there. Yep. You can use Blazor with MAUI. Sure, go for it. Yeah, I'm not a web developer though, so I wouldn't. So exactly. So here I would do rows equals new word row sub 5, right? Am I doing this right? I do a new. This is how I do it. Am I doing this right? Man, I really don't use arrays ever. Did I do it right? Oh. And I think on word row, when you do a new word row, right, you would do public word row. You would do like letters. Oh, I think what you do is you do 5. Oh, there's 6. Dang it. Dang it. There's 6 of them. It really is a 2D array. I'm not gonna lie about it, but I'm not sure how like all good all the stuff. I guess it's array, so it would all pair okay with it. So here we would have like letters. Something like that. I don't know. There's probably a way better way of doing this, but I mean, I think probably what you'd want to do is you want to do like a char array of, you know, word, and then you would do word sub 0 here. Oh, I guess you would not. Oh, you don't need to do that. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Input. Ooh, I'm out of music. I'm out of music, and I'm gonna hit play again. Input color, good. Yep. Oh, interesting. Microsoft.graphic.maui is... Why is there only like a few colors? Blue. Woo. All right. Bump. I see you don't really use snippets much. Nope. I'm not, Vince, I've not really been a snippets person, to be honest with you. Interesting. Oh, that's right. That's right. They changed it. That's definitely a change. Colors dot. Let's say black. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you too. Yeah, I used to use a lot more snippets, and then I just didn't. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. So we have a word row, and this takes in a... oh, we don't need that anymore. Yeah, because we're going to call a validate method on our word row, which will then loop through the letters and figure out stuff. So what we want here is we want another private... I guess it doesn't... I don't need to define private because that's silly. But I can do a char array of correct answer. Like that. And then I can do a correct answer equals new char array. And let's do, I guess it's going to be 5 letters. And let's do, oh, fuck, copy 6. Let's do toast. Ooh, let's do bagel. Can't eat a bagel right now because I'm on Atkins, but I would like a bagel. Does that make sense? There you go. That's the correct answer. If this was web UIs, you could share the UI and make it even work on WebAssembly. You totally could. That is totally true. Yeah, unless you built the app in Blazor web UI or web UI, and then you could bring the Blazor over. Codes is 5 letter. Ooh, let's do codes. Fine. Like that. Codes. Okay. We got our rows. We got our stuff. Let's do... Let's add a transient of the game view model. And then let's add a transient of the main page. And then here I will do something like this, which this will take in a main page. This will be a page. Then I'll go into my main page, and this will be a this will take in a game view model, just like that. And then I'll do binding context equals view model. And that should dependency inject all the way down, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Oh, I think actually what you'd end up maybe doing is I would do like a static like initialize. Services? Oh, no, that should... Yeah, I think that's good. Let's see, okay. Got to keep it on brand, Luce, that's correct. I've been thinking about changing it. Do I change the YouTube channel? Like James Codes, Mott's Codes? Just my name, I don't know. Bagel.split. Yeah, I guess you could. Could you do that? That'd be a good idea. Let's check it out. Equals... let's try that. I don't work with chars very much, so. Dot split, is that a thing? I guess it'd be maybe like this. String array. Does char array work? Oh, I see what you're saying. You do the string. Oh, there you go. There. Okay, cool. Codes.split looks interesting. I don't think I could do that. So there you go. Yeah, dot to char array. That makes sense. That's cool. I guess yeah. Why not? It's better than doing that. And then you can have an array of initialized different words and all this other stuff, right? Okay. So if I was to come back to my main page, we have like a frame here. It's probably going to be like a light gray. Okay. And then what I want to do is I also want to go into my app. And I want the primary color to be black. I think that'll be better over here. And I think we need a... Okay, button. And instead of this, we give this like a... We can give this a x : name of... Let's do it to be the... I guess it would be a button. Oh, interesting. This could all be buttons. Okay, yeah, that might be better. Let's do this. String.split is used to split strings into an array of strings. Ooh. Dricus into a mobile app thing? Drag and drop? No. I mean, there's like WinForms to build Windows applications, but I don't know if there's any like tiny GUI stuff. So this would be our word button, letter button here, and then border background color. This would be our, this would just be white. And then background color would be secondary color. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that. white. Okay, and then we're gonna have a setter of property of border. Ooh. Pretty sure, doesn't a button have a border radius? Value equals, let's say, light gray. And then there should be a setter of property border thickness. And that could be like a value of 2. And then setter of property yeah, split, we'll split it into string array. Yeah. Border radius should equal a value of 2 as well. I don't know, 5 maybe. Let's try that out. Okay. I don't really know if that's what I want on the button, but let's see what happens here if I try to do this. So instead of this being this, let's do a button. And let's do it a style of a static resource of our... Did I do this wrong somehow? I shouldn't have. Letter, key. There we go. Letter button. Okay. And then the text should be a binding to the input. Is that what it is? Let me look over here. To the input. Oh, and the background color doesn't need to be primary. That should be our color. So if I go into our word row, we should do background color is a binding to our color, which is coming in there. So that should do it. Are you gonna make a custom keyboard? Yes. The game colors, the keyboard with letters, press. Correct. That is also what we're going to do, yeah. Border thickness. Okay, let me do this then. Var button equals new button. Border width. Whoa, that's different. Okay. Cool. I changed some stuff. Border. Yes. So let's see here. Let's just see if this builds, and let's see if we can start to get some stuff. Okay, they changed some stuff. They definitely changed some stuff, and I don't know what it is. Corner radius. That makes sense. Where would you get the word list from? Andy asked. That's a great question. There's got to be some word list out there, I would say. And then you would pick from when, you would predefine, like the Wordle one, right? They are all predefined already. So you just have to figure out like, okay, where's that list coming from? You'd create a new list of words, like give me a list of all 5-letter characters. And then what you need to do is you need to like have a validation list too, because maybe they enter something, it's not a word. So you would also need to have that red stuff, basically that to actually do the invalidation. So there's a few things that are happening, like let me see if I can get this back up. There you go. Now it says I searched the internet for the word. Yeah. So if I just did like, I, right? Like that's going to be red there, and then that's not going to be correct. Right? So it gives me that. So you need to like validate, is it an actual word or not? So that's something. All right, let's see if this just pops up and see if we can start hot reloading stuff or not. Can you have a repeating letter in a word? I wouldn't see why not. So it's a word. I don't know. Now can you? Now we'd say stored in a SQL server online and exposed it via API. Interesting. It has a repeating C. I think so. Yeah, I would think so. Okay. Oh, static resource not find letter button. What? Did I do something wrong? That should work. There you go. Steve says, hey, Steve, good to see you. Okay. Ooh, we got a grid, people. We got a grid. Look at that. All right, all right, all right. Perfect. Nailed it. I'm a little bit like, I don't know. Did you use a... I wonder if this should be a horizontal stack panel or should it be like a, you know, something else. So I'm not sure. Like, but I think you'd want to do like a margin on all these, like 10 probably. There we go. And then this needs to be definitely bigger. So like a font size of 10, I don't know, large. Oh. You kind of want it to be a lot bigger. They're perfect squares. So maybe you do like a... Ooh, look at that. There's already a... That's cool. You can like tap on it. Because it's a button. Wait, why are these buttons? These don't need to be buttons. They don't do anything. The buttons are on the bottom. What am I doing? Yeah, the buttons need to be like the input. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I did this wrong. So I definitely did this wrong because I'm an idiot. It's not, it doesn't need to be a button. Why would it be a button? Why did nobody stop me from making this a button? So this should be a letter button, yes, for the keyboard. But I need to have a frame, letter frame. And here I would do, I wonder, now did you set it in a flex layout on it? Like, so it like sized correctly, or how'd you do that? I think surprisingly, like most of this stuff is going to be correct. Border, padding. You do like a setter of property width request, value of like 60, I don't know. Height request. Something like that. Okay. And this would be a frame like that. So then what you would do, not an idiot, Lou says, thank you for the confidence. Stack layout, but dynamically created a two-dimensional frames. So maybe there's a frame. Oh, I see what you did. Yeah. So this should be a frame. And then, correct. This would be a, how'd you get them to space out correctly on the screen? You know what I mean? With a label inside. Yes, that's what I should have done, and I don't know why I didn't. So font size, let's do like large, and I think that should do it. Let's run it again and see. Ooh, border width. My IntelliSense isn't coming up in here for some reason. That's very annoying. Var frame, new frame. Border color. Okay, I guess you can't set the border width on it. Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to set the border color, but border width. Wordle box. Oh, interesting. Wordle frames. Wordle box is my custom XAML control. Oh, that's smart. That makes sense. Ooh, a specified cast is not valid. I broke it. Oh no, what did I do? I don't know what I did. Border color, corner radius. That didn't give me much output. Oh no. It should be okay to bind to a char, no? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Okay, maybe it should be okay, let me just try something. I'll just string. Let me just see if that makes any difference. Shouldn't, but I'm just gonna make sure. No, something definitely is broken. Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did. I set the style here to the letter frame. This needs to be the letter button. This needs to be the letter frame. That should really have caught it somewhere else. Wordlebox is my cousin. That's probably what I should do now, Weed. I should make this it, and then it can do it. Okay, perfect. There's that. That looks terrible. We should also move this margin inside of this probably. Let's see. So if I go back to my, whoa, hey-o. Okay, so if I go into my Wordle thing, if I do setter property of margin equal to the value of 8. Is that gonna work with my styles? Yep, okay. And that could be like, that's too far. I'm looking at your app. So you kind of have them as 2 almost, I think. Uh-oh. Oh no, I broke something. Okay, well you have that, but you also have a, that's like 80. And then I think what you did is you did a, and you say horizontal option center. Let's try that again. Yeah, is your word box just the frame and the label, and then you animate that, right? If you look at the source for the New York Times Wordle, Alexander says you can find the word list at line 1136 and the JS file. That's funny. Okay, cool. So this is almost a little bit too big. We also want to do something like we want to put in a padding on this thing. So let's do a padding of 10. I don't know, something like that. Yep, cool. And then we'd want to do something like in our app XAML, something like that. Boop. And that is our grid. Da-da-da-da. Yes. So now what we would do at the bottom of the screen. Are yours a perfect, now Weed, yours not a perfect square, is it? Is it? Is it a perfect square? I struggle with the XAML for this page. With the XAML binding, you'll struggle with the button presses. Yeah. I think I want to do just like a little bit bigger. Oh man, that is not cool, hot reload. Fill and expand on the stack. Well, no, because they're going to be perfect sizes. Ideally, what I would do is I would measure the width. It's not a square. I didn't think so. You crafty guy. Okay. Well, then the other thing would be this. Check this out. Is I would do something like this. I'm going to do this. Okay, because I only got not that much time left. But I want to do a private keyboard. I'll do, okay, private. And then it's going to be a list. I know people are gonna be like, don't do a thing. Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a char array keyboard row 1 get public. I wish it would do 3. I'm not doing it. Okay, that's what I want to do. And then what I want to do, nothing wrong with the square. No, I think that I think a little bit higher because the letters are a little bit higher. So I think what you'd want to do here is you want to do keyboard row 1 equals QWERTY UIOP to char array keyboard row 2 equals CFGHJKL. That's actually kind of cool. I'm just like literally typing on my thing. And keyboard row 3 is going to be a back arrow, I guess. ZXC and then I don't have like a enter, so we'll just do that, I guess. I'd make that better. That's what I would do. I did something wrong? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay, so then what I think I want to do is this. Ready for this, y'all? Is I would do a very similar thing, but I'm a little lazy. So what I want to do is I want to do instead of rows here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a vertical stack layout, and then I'm going to do 3 horizontal stack layouts inside of it. Okay. I know what you're all thinking. Like, whoa, what are you doing, James? But it's fine. And then this would be a button. This would be a letter button. And then this one would be... Now, I should have a letter button because you got to color it, but I'm not going to right now because I don't have that much time left. But yes, because I have to go record some stuff. But let's do a... binding to this. I built this app around 15 to 20 hours of effort so far. We'll really appreciate it if I get constructive feedback on the app. Totally. Yeah, so far I'm liking what's happening. Remove border radius and add margin 3. Border radius. Oh, you think on this one? Corner radius? Well, we can try that. We can try that as well. Let's see. So ideally, what we would do is we would do something like this, which would be like 3 of them. And then here, this would be to keyboard row 1, keyboard row 2, keyboard row 3. And this button would have a command of binding to the... Oh, it's funny that the generated code does... I don't think the generated... Oh, maybe I just need to compile it, but it should be the... Oh, this needs to take in... Oh, this needs to... Oh, enter command. I guess I would do... This doesn't need to be an I command, but I'd say if... Ooh, yeah. So it's like if letter equals this. This would be... Enter. Let that figure it out. Return. if letter equals back, return. Do some stuff there. I'm guessing the App Store would not allow the app through. I don't know. There's a lot of clones of applications. It's possible. But maybe some copyright things. I don't know. It depends. Yeah, that would depend for sure. Bump it up. Okay, let's do that. So then ideally what you'd want to do is you want to put letters here. So you would say, okay, so what we'd want to do is we want to do rows sub row index dot letters sub column index dot input equals letter. That's what you'd want to do there. And that should data bind up and do a thing. And then this should be column index plus plus. That's good here. Okay. And this, okay, so if we look at these buttons, I shouldn't have copied it so fast. But this button is going to have a text binding of that. It's going to have a command to the enter letter command. Is that what it's called? Let's see. Yes. And then a command parameter of a binding of this as well. So we would just, oh, oops, I definitely messed that up. And these would have different like offsets as well. So let's try this out. Ideally, this should actually kind of work a little bit. Now, there's all these animations that now we'd put in, which are really cool. And that's what I actually need to figure out of like how to do all those cool animations when things are coming in and coming out. Whoa, hey-o. Okay, so actually that's kind of funny that they somehow work out to be decent. We need to put this in the grid dot row 1. Boop. Now it's down there. Now, that being said, it's coming along somehow. That's ridiculous. And kind of cool. Whoa, Tuxkey, thank you for subscription. Okay, so if we look here, we have our button and our, oh, this is for all labels. So it should be our, oops, primary color, and then our background color should be our secondary color, like that. Oh my gosh, I don't know why it's it doesn't like whatever those changes are. That must be a bug. Got to report that. And I think here what you do is you want to make the and do that a little bit bigger. And I think here you could do, you don't want them to be as big. You want them to be like 35 and then, you know, 60. Let's see what that looks like. Some padding on the inside maybe of the button. I don't know. Let's look at that. Yeah. Oh, Wordly was not removed. Yeah, there's like just tons of word games. Although I think you should probably put like a spin on it of some sort. Whoa, okay. So something is not quite correct here. I think we'd want our height request to be like, I think we need to like make this a little bit smaller. Oh my gosh. That's annoying. Setter. Property equals margin. Two. Let's try that out. Maybe 3. I could see them definitely change, you know, blocking things, but there are like a lot of games with like, I don't know, same thing basically. Ayo. Okay, so that's a lot closer, except for, not. Man, how did you get them all in there? So I think you need like a smaller padding, right? Like 4. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you definitely need a smaller padding in there. And then that's cool. It's like definitely, yeah, there's going to be like some stuff in there. Let's try this out. Better to use a stack layout spacing than margin on individual controls. Oh, that is a great point. That's a great point. I totally forgot about that. Oh, so you're saying here I should remove these margins. Yeah, you're totally correct. Yes. Okay, let's make sure we do that. Yeah. I don't know why I just totally forgot that. Well, because the default is okay. So yeah, you're right. And you would want to do like horizontal. Okay, so you want to do, yeah, this would be the vertical stack layout. So you'd say, is it spacing? Oh, 3. Okay, cool. 2. You're so smart. You're so smart. Spacing of 2. Those are way too close. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Wow, cool. Now, these do not seem to be working, so that is great. And then here we need to do our vertical stack layout of our spacing of 4. Boop. 6. Yeah, the margins, yeah, you're right, because the margins will be on each individual one instead of the spacing. Totally correct. Good call. Then here we... I would do like 12 or something like that. Yeah, so we're like closer here. Hey, we got a grid. We got a grid. It's very close. We totally did it. All right. Change the background color from that. Oh, on the keyboard controls. 2121. You mean like this one? The background color? Or on all of them? Oh, I see what you're saying. Here you do. Yeah. Is that gonna break everything? There you go. Yeah, it does look better. Look at that. Now the question is, why? Ooh. Oh, I know why this doesn't work. Is because, okay, so here's the problem is, we're data binding to this letter, and we need to actually set the... Oh, dang. We need to call up into here, so we need to do a relative binding. Yep. And since I don't know relative binding super well, bind to an ancestor, that's what we need to do. This. Binding source, relative source. Oh no. Okay. So this is saying go up and find the enter this, and this is going to be on the view model, game view model. Go find that on your ancestor binding up. That should be okay. Because the letter command is up, right? It's up there. So I want to do that. So now if that works, ayo, ayo. All right, look at that. That's pretty good. Okay. That's not bad. I think it's a little bit, these are too tall now because I've made them too tall. Let's see if we can crash the app. Probably, yep, there you go. Let's see if I crash the app. Cool, this is great. We've made it extremely far so far. This is good. So, cool. All right, so then this looks really good. I'm very excited. What we need to do now is come in and then let's do a look at this label and let's do horizontal, center, vertical, center, and then the font size should be like 44. I don't know. Whoa. Okay, 36. That's pretty good. Nice. Okay, and then what we want to do is if we go into our game logic and if we go into our back, I'd say if column index 0 return. Else what we want to do is we want to do this. Okay. Stop. Okay. Set it to nothing. So this would be that's how we do the delete. Yep. How do I set it to empty? Yeah, there we go, right? Okay. Okay. So then if they do enter, we want to validate and we'd want to do our word row. So we'd want to grab our rows sub row index dot validate and we want to pass in our correct answer. Boom. And then this needs to pass in, it probably needs to return like a Boolean probably, but so what this would do is this would say for each letter in letters here, I would say also we need to just actually do our for, grab our letter, let's say if letter dot input equals our correct answer sub I. Awesome. Then we could say letter dot color equals colors dot green. And that'd be cool. And then we'd say else if correct answer dot contains letter, oh no, dot input, then letter dot color equal colors dot yellow. That would be kind of it, I think, actually. Else there would be like, you know, before this we would do like, you know, is word valid, right? Stuff. And then you could say, you go int count equals 0. You could say, and this would be count equals 5. So like if the count equals 5, then every single letter is correct, and then boom, you totally win in general, which is cool. So you come into your game view model, you do validate, and you say if it's valid, you do I don't know, app main page dot app dot current dot main page dot display alert. You win. You are so smart. Okay. You do okay. And then else you would do row index plus plus. Oh no, this is row index. Oh no, what did I do? If valid, what does that even mean? Oh, wait, huh? Oh, I see. Whoops, okay. If correct, then you should display this. Okay, yes, then you display this and then return. Else you would do if row equals 5, you would do game over. You are out of turns. Amazing. Empty cell literal. Oh my gosh. I guess I do space. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you'd create different layouts for phones and tablets and yeah, probably different things. Okay. So if this works and I say, let's say, oh, see, that works. Wow. Let's just do as codes. So let's do code. Let's spell it wrong. Validate. Hey-oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just created a Wordle. I just created, oh no, that one's not. Oh, there's none. Oh my gosh, I totally did it. There should be gray backgrounds, basically. Yeah, I wonder if I can do that. Let's look at my. Did that work? No. Nailed it. Just created Wordle. Boom. I mean, I just didn't really do much, but there's logic here. Like there's logic, there's validation. If I did code, not codes, let's do code like that. Boom. Now that's also fascinating because this is wrong because it already is green. So you'd have to say like the index of, and also the index is not the same. So that's actually not correct. Boom, I totally did it. And now I can't play anymore. Oh, I can't do it anymore. There we go, cool. Now there's so much more to do, obviously. There's no animations on this thing, there's none of this, but like our core logic is here, which is nice. That yellow is way too yellow in general. But that is cool. Cool. Boom. Now it does not look anywhere as good as NowWeeds at all. But how did I do NowWeed? I mean, it was like less than 90 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. MAUI. That's pretty good. I think it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Wow. Okay. Let's push this code up to the GitHub. Just because y'all can see it as well. So let's do probably where we go. 5 letters. A clone of Wordle built with .NET MAUI. Boom. Yeah. I don't actually know what I pushed. Let's double check it. Okay, it's there. Oh, interesting. It's just all in this folder. That's not what I wanted at all. So that's great. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to. I see it. Just put everything in the root. Anyways, it's there. We did it. We did. Let's do a little celebration. Monkey. Wow, 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 wow. All right, cool. I got to go work for reals. This is super fun and it totally works. Found some bugs, but that's rad. So hopefully check that out. Give it a look. It's not as cool as Naweed's, obviously, because I'm not as cool as Naweed, but I'll do a nice emoji. Nice. Yeah. It does do get ignore automatically. Yeah. I do it all from Visual Studio, just automatically. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me. I had a super blast today, not only answering all of your questions, but also doing this. This video will be available right now after it, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to go grab some more coffee. I'm going to record a video. Mr. Daniel Roth on .NET 7. Whoa, crazy. I hope everyone has a great day. Of course, you can always subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you get notified for free of upcoming episodes putting out. I'm doing on .NET MAUI preview 7 or 13, preview 17, preview 13 next week, and then app monetization the week after that, and a bunch of other cool stuff too. Luce wrote a whole book while I wrote this. And then you can become a member too if you want. I'm gonna do some behind the scenes live streams for people as well. Unlisted type of stuff. You get cool emojis, and yeah, that's about it. Have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all maybe next week. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. All right. Bye-bye.